Hey, welcome. You ever wonder how Spotify just knows your favorite playlist? Or how Amazon can keep something in your shopping cart for like a week? Well, the answer is this one really powerful idea, the database. Now, I know it sounds super technical, but it's basically the invisible engine running our entire digital world. So, over the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how this whole thing works.
All right, so to really get why databases are such a game changer, we got to take a little trip back in time to the world before them. Just picture a company where every single department, sales, accounting, marketing, they all kept their own separate records. We're talking different filing cabinets, different spreadsheets. It was a mess. It's like everyone had a totally different address book for the exact same people. Just pure chaos. And this diagram right here, it shows that chaos perfectly. That top part is the old way. You've got all these little islands of data, customer files over here, payroll over there, inventory somewhere else entirely. The problem is they don't talk to each other. So when a customer calls support, that agent has absolutely no clue what that person just bought from the sales team. It's totally disconnected. And the results of all those separate little islands? Oh, just a massive headache. You've got the same information copied in like 10 different places. So what happens when a customer moves? Which address do you update? Which one is the right one? You're just begging for mistakes. It's incredibly inefficient. And trying to get one clear picture of the business, almost impossible.
But thankfully, there is a much, much better way. And this is where the database comes into the story. Kind of like the hero that swoops in to bring some serious order to all that chaos.
Okay, now look at the bottom half of this diagram. This is the new way, and it is a total game changer. See that one central hub? That's the database. And all of a sudden, all those isolated islands are connected. Every single department plugs into the exact same data. We finally have what we call a single source of truth.
So let's put a real definition on this. A database isn't just a simple list, like in a spreadsheet. It's multidimensional. So what does that actually mean? Well, think of it this way. You can look at the data from any angle you want. You could ask, hey, show me all the customers who live in California. And boom, you get a list. Or you could ask, show me everyone who bought a blue shirt last Tuesday. And you get a completely different list. These powerful internal links let you pivot and see the information from any perspective you can think of. Of course, a library this powerful and this organized needs a really smart librarian to manage everything, right? Well, in the world of databases, that librarian is actually a piece of software.
And that librarian software has a name. It's called a database management system, or DBMS for short. This thing is the real workhorse. When you use an app on your phone, you're not actually talking directly to the data. No, the app sends a request to the DBMS, and the DBMS is the one that goes into the database, finds exactly what you asked for, and brings it back. It's the brain of the whole operation.
This little chart shows that whole process in action. It all starts with you, the user. Let's say you open your banking app to check your balance. That app sends a request to the DBMS, which then dives into the actual database to find your account info. The DBMS grabs it, sends it back to the app, and poof, it appears on your screen. And the craziest part? All of this happens in a fraction of a second. It looks simple on the surface, but it's incredibly powerful underneath. Now, for a system this complex to work without just falling apart, it needs a plan. It needs a blueprint that defines exactly how all the information is structured and connected, just like the blueprint for a house. So that master blueprint is called a schema. It defines everything, what the data looks like, how tables relate to each other, the whole shebang. But you probably don't want everyone seeing the entire blueprint, right? That's where a subschema comes in. Think of it like giving someone a special key card that only lets them into certain rooms. The payroll department only gets to see salary data. The marketing team only sees customer emails. It's a really important tool for security, and it keeps things way simpler for each user. Okay, so we've seen how it's all organized, but why go through all this trouble? Well, because this structure gives us some serious digital superpowers. This system gives us some incredible flexibility. One of its key superpowers is data independence. Think about it like this. You can completely renovate the inside of your house, move walls, rewire everything, but your street address stays the same. Your mail still gets delivered. It's the same idea here. Engineers can totally restructure the database on the back end to make it faster, and the apps you use, they won't break, they won't even notice.
It also lets us do things like distributed databases, where the data is spread all over the world, but the DBMS makes it all feel like it's in one single tidy place for you.
And this isn't just some abstract computer science theory. This is the magic that powers your day-to-day life. It's the database that lets Spotify instantly pull up that one playlist you made 3 years ago. It's the database that lets Amazon keep that book in your shopping cart for weeks. Seriously, every single time you use an app or a website, you are talking to a highly organized database.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. From checking the weather on your phone, to sending an email, to, well, even watching this right now, how many databases have you used just today? The answer is probably dozens, maybe even hundreds. They're the invisible, elegant engines of our modern world, working tirelessly just behind the screen. Thanks for joining me.